What's up guys? If you're new here, my name is Mo. I'm a toy designer obsessed with turning imagination into reality using 3D modeling and 3D printing. On this channel, I take you behind the scenes on my creative process, breaking down designs and sharing how I turn both iconic favorites as well as brand new ideas to life. So if that's the kind of thing you're into, hit that subscribe button so you never miss a new project. Today's video is very special because this is hands down my favorite project to date. And this is actually my first ever 3D print. Well, second after the Benchy. But this is more than just home decor. This is a story brought to life. And today I want to explore how personal experiences really shape our creations. Now, Squirtle water fountains aren't new, like this one, or my personal favorite, and each one showcases incredible creativity. But I wanted something more. Something that feels like a living snapshot that came straight out of the Pokemon universe. Something with a story. The idea came to me when my son was about a year old. Between the late night feeds and his first steps, being a dad taught me something profound about mentorship. You know that moment when you're teaching somebody something new, whether it's guiding them through a challenge or showing them how to approach a task with patience and perseverance? There's this moment when you see a spark of understanding, the aha moment. That's the feeling I wanted to capture in this design. Enter Blastoise and Squirtle, the perfect metaphor for mentorship. In the Pokemon world, Blastoise isn't just a grown-up Squirtle. He's what Squirtle can become by leveling up with guidance and practice. Just like we all start, as beginners, learning from others who have already leveled up and mastered their craft. As per usual, our journey begins in ZBrush. First, there were the design choices. 1. Blastoise's posture. I wanted him chilling, but with that parental alertness. You know, that I'm relaxed, but I'm watching you vibe that every parent knows. 2. Squirtle. The pose had to capture both determination and playfulness. I pictured them on a quiet beach in one of those perfect training moments. Oh, and Shelter? He's just there for the vibes. Upon completing the model, the first challenge became immediately apparent. 3D printing alone simply wasn't going to cut it. So I stopped thinking like a 3D printer and started thinking more like a plumber. Every traditional fountain uses pipes, so I figured that's probably the best solution here. The most important thing for me was all the mechanical elements should be hidden as to not break the illusion. I designed a hollow internal structure with channels to allow a PVC tube to run through the model and create that perfect water arc. Printing these models pushed my Ender 3 to its absolute limits. This thing took, no joke, weeks worth of print time. Here's where the magic happens, breaking the model into pieces that not only print well, but hide the seams. For starters, I like to put cuts and keys on my models when I'm working with them in ZBrush, so I don't have to glue things together, and they can kind of just pop into each other and fit really nicely that way. Yeet! I try to break the model up in places where there are natural seams. So in this project, where the shell meets the legs and the arms and the head, I chose to break it up there so when it's all put together, you don't see that they are separate pieces. Now, I assembled this model long before I planned to make a video, so some of the pieces I had glued together just for added strength, but I could show you here in ZBrush what they look like and where all the cuts and keys are. For the tree, I actually used a wood PLA and it gave a really nice finish. The base was split into 6 pieces, and this is just a simple, cheap water pump. If you've made 3D prints, you know that painting a 3D print is not like painting on a canvas. There's a lot more things to take into consideration. And this piece had the added element of water resistance and long-term durability. First, I relied on filament color over paint. So the different colors you're seeing, most of those are because I used different color filaments for those different pieces. Looking back at it, I don't know if I would do it this way again in the future, at least not to the same extent that I did it with this project. In a lot of ways, it's easier to just print everything in one uniform color and do everything with paint after the fact. Leave a comment and let me know what you prefer to do. I used these paints, and I used Storm Shield for waterproofing. After months of designing, countless iterations, and more failed prints than I can keep track of, here's the final product. I really feel like every technical challenge was solved without compromising the emotional core of the piece. If you enjoyed this project, I think you'll really enjoy my Bulbasaur headphone stand, which you can find right over here. On that video, I've included a free STL file so you can go and print it yourself. Thanks for watching. Until next time.